The water in the ornamental pool wasn't deep, but it was cold enough to seize the air right out of my lungs. I thrashed, my heavy graduation gown clinging to my legs like a wet cement anchor, dragging me down toward the murky bottom. Through the distorted, rippling surface, I saw him. Jax Little. The heir to the Chicago outfit. The man who had owned my heart since I was 5 years old. The man who was sworn by blood, oath, and honor to protect me. He dove in. My heart surged with a reflexive, desperate relief. He was coming. He always came. But Jacques didn't swim toward me. He swam past me. His expensive bespoke suit cut through the water as he reached for Catalina Manning, the girl who had just shoved me in. She was flailing, screaming a performance worthy of an Oscar, despite being in water that barely reached her waist. Jacques scooped her up, cradling her against his chest like she was made of spun glass that I had shattered. I stopped struggling. The realization hit me harder than the cold. I stood up. The water only reached my chest. The physical cold was nothing compared to the absolute zero spreading through my veins. I waded to the edge, dragging the weight of my ruined dress and my ruined life. The live jazz band at the Mason Riley estate had stopped mid-note. Every eye in the Chicago underworld was fixed on us. The dons, the capos, the soldiers. They watched the prince of the city hold the mistress while the fiancée dripped muddy water onto the pristine limestone patio. Jacques climbed out, setting Catalina down gently. He stripped off his jacket and wrapped it around her trembling shoulders. Only then did he look at me. His eyes were devoid of warmth. There was no apology. There was only irritation. "You're making a scene, Eliana," he said, his voice smooth, low, and lethal. I shivered, my teeth chattering so hard I thought they might crack. "She pushed me, Jacques." Catalina sobbed into his shirt, burying her face against the silk. I slipped. I tried to grab her hand to steady myself. It was a lie so transparent it was insulting. But Jacques didn't care about the truth. He cared about what he wanted. And right now, he didn't want me. "Go home," Jacques ordered me, dismissing me like a disobedient servant. "Clean yourself up. You're supposed to be my partner," I whispered, the words tasting like chlorine and bile. "You just left me there." Jacques stepped closer. The menace radiating off him was palpable. He was the son of the underboss, a man who had killed for the family, a man who terrified grown men. "Your reputation is not my problem, Eliana," he said, loud enough for the inner circle to hear. "Grow up." Something inside my chest snapped. It wasn't a loud crack. It was a silent, final severance. The tether that had bound me to him for 18 years didn't just break. It dissolved. I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I turned around and walked away. I walked past the staring faces of the people I had grown up with, people who were now witnessing my social execution. I walked out of the estate gates and into the dark street. I pulled out my phone. My fingers were numb, but I dialed the number I had saved for an emergency I never thought would happen. "Uncle Sal," I said when the voice answered. "I need a favor. The favor you promised my mother. The transfer to UCLA. Cancel it. Put me in the NYU system. Tonight." "Eliana?" His voice was rough with sleep and confusion. "Does your father know?" "No one knows," I said, staring at the lights of the city that was no longer my home. "Oh, if you tell them, I'm dead." I hung up before he could argue. I went home to my empty room. I didn't sleep. I took a box from my closet. I moved like a robot, programmed only for survival. I took down the photos, the ticket stubs, the dried corsage from junior prom, the silver locket he gave me when I turned 16. I packed his lies into the cardboard coffin. I was done being the thorny rose of the Chicago outfit. I was done being the canary in his gilded cage. Jacques thought he had just disciplined me. He thought he had put me in my place. He was right. He had put me exactly where I needed to be, out of his life,